gonna grab a drink or three, because you know it's always 5 o'clock somewhere. Two lads from Yorkshire and another bloke from Somerset, supping and chatting away with each other, you never quite know what you're gonna get. Mark is a spark and his barbs are sharp, he has us crying. For an electrician his banter is electrifying. There's a designer, the guy with the cider. John is the landlord and they're all on Happy Hour TV. Good evening, folks. Welcome to another Happy Hour TV. It's Wednesday night for Twitch viewers, which is live. So thank you so much to people in the chat for joining us live. And for those watching us on YouTube, it'll be Friday at 5 o'clock. Friday 5 o'clock is a slight edit of tonight's show, so if we fluff up tonight, then it's all trimmed out for YouTube, which is fantastic. We've got our usual guys in, and we've also got another special guest. This guy is a guy called Cavan, and we'll find out a little bit about him a little bit later on, which is grand. But have we all had a good week? We're all in? You know, it's.
Yeah.
Work's going well for you, Mark. Let's do a bit of a round robin, find out how our week's been. Has work been going all right?
Yeah, it's going okay. Work's going fine, yeah.
Good.
That, not a lot going on. Obviously, been doing the lateral flow tests for school.
Right. What do you mean lateral flow? So you're having to test the kids?
Having to test the oldest at school, yeah.
But you're having to do that at home before sending them? Is that what you're having to do?
Yeah, we do it on a Wednesday and a Sunday evening. And then we have to send the results in so we can go into school.
Oh, for goodness sake.
That's a new thing we've started doing this week, which is all good fun.
Blimey, yeah.
Joy, I bet they're loving it.
There's already a lot of kids off school holiday, so... But yeah, anyway.
Is there?
Yeah, anyway.
I would just say, yeah, he just seems to be a repeat offender and, keep him home. How many times are you allowed to have it?
Yeah, we've got it.
Oh, well, okay. But work's going all right for you?
Yeah, it's going good, yeah. Yeah, settling in quite well.
Saw a photo today, you were out in the field.
Yeah, nice little bit of scenery today.
Yeah.
Nice office.
Nice spot. Blue skies. Yeah, it was gorgeous.
Yeah. Nice day today.
John, are you all done with the roofing? Or is that still ongoing?
No, I'm not done with it, no. But on the bright side, been up there another week and I've not fallen off a scaffolding yet.
Well, yeah, it's a bonus, isn't it?
So happy days. I'm here.
Happy days.
I'm pleased that I was looking actually.
Good. And any other news other than being up on top of a roof this week, or you'd be glad that football's coming soon? I'm guessing.
Oh God, yeah. So less than a week to go now. Back to football.
You can get your lads together and get out and kick a ball.
Yeah. But the roots is back to kick it out.
And pull those muscles.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That'll be next week's chat.
Yeah. Come on then, Cavan. What's without getting into too much? What's your week been like? What have you been up to?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me. It's good to be here.
You're welcome.
I've had a hectic week, yeah. I've sent out a few hundred decks of cards today, Kickstarter decks and all that, so that's been taking up most of my time.
Yeah, we'll find out about those a little bit later and you can show us some. That's cool. So I met Cavan. Have I met you? Yeah, because I brought you over to Bradford Magic Circle.
Yeah.
But we'll find out how I got to meet Cavan a little bit later, so we'll do that. But before we get on to things, what are we drinking tonight, gents? I'm going to kick off and say I'm on a Cider Barnes, Thatcher's, and I'm on the Cox's tonight. Which is nice. It's a nice drop, so I'll crack on. I'm going to go first because I usually find that I'm rushing to get the video clips ready. Go on, Mark.
I'm on the ghost ship again.
Oh, you're on another one.
Yeah.
Another ghost ship this week, yeah.
Very good. Very good. John, you on wine again?
Yeah. I'm finishing a bottle that I started on Saturday night, believe it or not.
Me and you are going to have words.
In
the titles, it says, 2 pints of ale and a pint of cider, or something
All
to that
right.
effect. Yeah, you know.
Well, I
yeah.
apologise now if there's any copyright issues or false declarations. You know, something
Yeah.
going on.
It's just it's turned into a wine bar. It's like,
I actually don't have any beer upstairs.
yeah.
Weirdly enough, I've got 8 cans of Strongbow in the fridge. They've been there for a few weeks, mind you. I'm unlikely to drink until it's a blazing hot summer's day and I'm on my own.
Yeah. Cavan, you will have got the memo. So what drink are we on? What have you got?
I am on an alcohol-free BrewDog. I'm a big fan of BrewDog, and this is
Very
one
good.
of the ones I've not tried. So
Nice.
Nanny State it's called. Yeah.
Oh, crack it. Have you had this one before?
No,
Okay.
I'm on a mission to try all the different BrewDogs. So this is the
Okay.
next one in line for me.
Very
yeah.
good. And you said it was.
in a pub cavern, and the thing is, there's a huge market out there for alcohol. It's not just about the obvious of not getting drunk and being able to socialise and drive home, but a lot of folk have ailments where the medicine reacts funny with alcohol.
Yeah.
So there are people who suffer from all different types of ailments, and they can be included with the socialising that they want to do. So
Yeah, I actually know a few people who are allergic, like really seriously, to alcohol, and it's great because if you just tasted like a sip of this, you wouldn't know. I've just
No, you are a clue now.
yeah, you honestly can't tell. Maybe after
Years-
a few, you'll be able to tell.
Yeah, years ago, the alcohol-free beers were just dreadful.
Yeah.
They weren't great.
Really?
When it was like, first
Caliber.
a thing. I can't. Do you remember one of the first ones, Mark?
Caliber.
Who?
Caliber.
With Caliber.
Caliber. That was it. Yeah.
That was by Guinness. I don't know why Guinness managed to make a really awful.
It was
Oh.
bad. It wasn't good. It wasn't.
I must admit, I used to drink a lot of it.
Right.
Yeah, because my local pub, they sold it, and I went through a phase of working almost every day, but I still wanted to go to the pub.
Yeah.
So I'd go there and have 6 bottles of Caliber. But I was up dead early, and anyway, so yeah, I drank a lot of it, and it was
Right.
all shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably why I found it dead easy to go home at 10 o'clock, because I thought,
Can't have another one of them.
rubbish anyway. Let's go.
Goodness me. Right. Let's crack on. Let's clinky in, gents, and say cheers. And you let us know how your beer goes tonight. Cheers. We're going to do our first segment, which we usually do, which is our what happens next. Are we up for it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Here we go. Excellent. Okay, so what happens next? We have to share the screen for you chaps. Everyone else gets to see it, which is fine, but I just need to share it for you chaps. We're going to try it a slightly different way and see if we can do it. So here we go. Here's our first clip. See what you think. Okay, and can you see it okay?
Yeah.
Always makes me nervous seeing a road. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna I'm gonna come off of that a second.
Why does it make you never seen the road, Cavan?
Okay, let's try that again.
Well, because the clip is being used for something, isn't it? So something bad has happened on this road. Like, whenever you see it, there's compilations of them now. I think it's like sick. People love watching crashes on YouTube.
Yeah, it is queer. It is queer how popular they are, isn't it?
Yeah, millions of views of cars bumping into each other.
Yeah.
Weird.
And people probably just died in that video as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go again. All right, 2 secs. Here we go. So you can see it, okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, excellent. Volume's up. I'm gonna hit play, and I need you to just give me a head nod or a thumbs up mark that you've got sound okay. All right, here we go.
It's so wonderful. It's so wonderful. Oh, so wonderful.
Okay. Let's stop share that. What's your thoughts?
BMW are trying to say that their bloody motor is absolutely beautiful. And that how very dare she wipe a bogey somewhere.
Okay. All right. Okay. Mark, your thoughts?
Well, she's going to stick with bogey somewhere, isn't she? Doesn't matter where.
But where's it going to go?
Where's it going to go? All right. Cavan?
Blimey, is this a car advert? What I'm so confused. I don't think she's going to get to the point of wiping it somewhere. I have a feeling that something will interrupt that, whether it's the driver or something. That's my guess. I don't think she'll get to the point of wiping it.
Okay.
I think she flicks it and it lands on her mum.
Okay, let's go on and have a look. Any thoughts about what the product might be? Any thoughts?
The car. I thought at first it would be the car. Yeah.
Yeah. Mark?
Yeah. I would think
Just
it'd be
cars.
a car.
Okay. All right.
Just to flick it on here.
Okay. All right. Let's have a look then. Let's go back to it.
Weird advert if it's not just for the car. Don't know what they're advertising.
I'm going to take it back. Let's watch it again. Here we go.
It's so wonderful. It's so wonderful. Oh, so wonderful. It's just a dream. It's so wonderful. It's so wonderful.
Excellent.
Oh my God.
Very good. Very good.
That's disgusting.
Hey, right. Very good. Very good. It was for a car rental. She couldn't even do it. She couldn't even do that to a car rental because the car rentals are such high quality. I think that was the message that was coming across. Right. Let's. I'm wondering why I'm squinting. I haven't got my glasses on. Ah, there you are. That's better. Right, I can see you now. In all that.
At that moment, your webcam just sort of focused in on you.
Oh, did it? Yeah.
That was so weird.
Went from 720 to 1080 all of a sudden.
Yeah. Okay, here's your next one. Here we go. Right, you may remember this guy from last week. Let's see what happens.
Come in.
Hi, Steve.
Ray, hi.
Yeah, look, going to be a bit blunt here.
Yeah.
None of us are going to leave this office until you give us a cheque for the extra work we did last month. And I'm sorry, we're not going to be fobbed off any longer.
Has that not come through?
No, it hasn't.
That's outrageous. I don't know.
It's outrageous. Outrageous it is. What's your thoughts?
Well, I recognise a familiar face in there, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
But I don't know what it's from, rather annoyingly.
It's from an old comedy called Big Train, I think it's called.
Big Train, of course, yeah. It's a sketch show, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, well, knowing some of their sketches, they can take wild turns. So...
To give you a hint, give you a little hint here. This clip we showed last week, he brought out a deck of cards and he did a magic trick. All right, so so what's your thoughts this week?
Yeah, it could be something magic related. I honestly don't know.
Okay, Mark.
I think he's just going to say look, a bear, and run off.
Okay, and John?
I think he's got some sort of button underneath his desk and it's going to set the fire alarm off.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So you're getting an idea there, Cavan. Any thoughts?
Yeah,
Last chance.
he could. I can't remember if there's a window behind him. Am I making that up? He could jump out the window, run away from the situation in some strange way.
Here we go. Let's have a look. Just take it back a little minute. Here we are.
Yeah.
None of us are going to leave this office until you give us a cheque for the extra work we did last month. And I'm sorry, we're not going to be fobbed off any longer.
Has that not come through?
No, it hasn't.
That's outrageous. I don't know what's happened. All I can say is I'm really very sorry. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to write you a personal cheque here and now. How's that?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Would that be acceptable?
Yeah, great.
Okay. Oh my goodness. 3 oranges on you. No, I keep going.
Genius.
No way.
Oh, dear. Very good, very good. It's very good. Yeah. So
At the office and to the airport, that mad patch is the signature of this.
his departure. Yeah, it's like let's get out of here. Okay, let's do one more for you then. Here we go. Okay, you're gonna like this one. Here we go. Okay. Let's go to John. Do you recognise anything?
It sounds very similar to Chewbacca's yawn, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I reckon you've got a really savvy, geeky 12-year-old kid that's got his hands on an electronic whoopee cushion.
Right.
And he's got it underneath one of the really comfy armchairs that has people sit in it. Well, this looks like a nice armchair.
Okay. All right. Mark?
I think somebody's got hold of the store announcing microphone and they're playing, or it might even be Chewbacca himself.
Okay.
Because I noticed there's like the Death Star light.
Yes. Yeah. Very much so.
Well, I'm mind something like bring light to life.
Okay. Cavan?
Yeah, it does sound a lot like Chewbacca. It could be. I don't know why they'd be allowed to have Star Wars in a sofa or bed advert or whatever. That's my only issue, is that why would Disney or whoever owns Star Wars need to go for that? So I don't think it is. I'm going to go away from Chewbacca. I think it's some sort of dinosaur, some sort of, I think it's a dinosaur for whatever reason, if they're connecting it to that in the advert. Like,
Okay.
no prehistoric styles here or something. I don't know.
And did you guys kind of spot where what the product is?
IKEA.
Is it beds or curtains or something?
Mark's got it there. It is IKEA. So let's go on and have a look. Here we go. I'm going to take it back. It's only 10 seconds. Here we go.
Fantastic. Of course. Else
Very
could it be?
good. Very good. There you go. That was our IKEA advert.
They'll
I thought it was
spend
really good.
hours and hours and hours and hours trying to get that sound just right. Won't they?
Yeah. It's genius, absolutely genius. I love that. Okay, we're gonna do one more. Let's do this. Here we go. One more. Here we go.
Attention! We are recalling all 2004 trunk monkeys, effective immediately. Due to recent complications, all trunk monkeys are being observed for the following: unchecked aggression, attacking small children, organized crime.
Okay, right. John and Mark would be familiar with this. Cavan, I'm just going to sort of bring you up to speed. For the past however many episodes of Happy Hour TV, we have featured one of these adverts, okay?
Right.
The next bit that comes up is going to be a list of 10 other things that he's being recalled for, right? So it's a bit of an unfair thing for you, Cavan. So we'll start with you, if you don't mind. So what other things? So you had organised crime, you had attacking small children.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't. First of all, I have no idea what the product is or anything like that. So I'm sure my guesses are going to be wildly out. But
Okay.
I think it's probably something along the lines of, in order for there to be a punchline, I'm guessing that it needs to take some of the direction. So I don't know if it's like ordinary things or if they get much worse.
Okay, so this is known as the trunk monkey. The car comes with a monkey in the boot. Right. And each episode there's a different, sort of module of trunk monkey. But he's being recalled.
I mean, I honestly, if it gets worse and worse, maybe it's something like starting wars, or it could be something like that. That's going to be along my lines.
Let's go to Mark. Let's find out what Mark says.
So we're after a list of things he's been up to.
There's a list of 10 things now. So you've seen the first couple or first few.
Yeah, so there's going to be, obviously, there's assaulting traffic wardens. I think that's what he did once, didn't it?
Yeah, okay.
Maybe some dodgy medical skills.
Possibly, yeah.
If he was doing before.
John?
Certainly delivering babies, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah. It was the paediatric one. Yeah. Go on.
Well, it will parking people's cars up front, won't they?
Yeah.
Oh, criminal damage when he was smashing that car into that parking spot, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a bit of a blank mind.
Got a blank. Okay, look, it's a list of 10. There's been a few suggestions, so let's have a look. Let's share the screen. Here we are. I'm going to take it back. Yeah, it's only short. Here we go.
Attention! We are recalling all 2004 trunk monkeys, effective immediately. Due to recent complications, all trunk monkeys are being observed for the following: unchecked aggression, attacking small children, organized crime, plus many more. If you have been a victim, think you might be, or maybe want to be a victim.
Let's just have a look here. You got voyeurism, substance abuse, tax evasion, cult activity, gun running,
may be entitled to special buying and
espionage,
leasing.
halitosis, bad breath. We've got binge drinking, we've got lurid glances, and tight shiny pants.
Head to Suburban Auto Group
I don't
for
think
further
you would have got
instruction
any
and
of
receive
those.
free trunk monkey
Look at
gear.
his
Lexus
face,
trunk monkey
it's
professionals
so
are standing
cute
by.
and smiling.
Very good. Yeah, the whole trunk monkey thing, Cav, you'll need to go back and just watch all of those. They're absolutely brilliant. Cool. There's your what happens next. Let's move on. Cheers, guys. Very good. So, Cavan, right. Let me take you back to, I think we're going back to 2017.
17. Wow.
Is that your first video that you did for Blackpool?
No,
we're
so
talking
my
80.
first video was 2015. My first video ever on YouTube.
No, for Blackpool.
No, it was just me in, I think it was my bedroom or something. I'm just talking
Well,
to the camera.
your first video was very brave, because it was very much a very young chap, wasn't it? So
Well,
that is going
yeah.
back to 2015. But when was your first Blackpool video? Do you
My
remember?
first Blackpool,
Because
my
I
first
thought you've
Blackpool
done.
ever was, I think, 2016. It wasn't
16.
long after. Yeah,
Okay,
and then
alright.
it went from there. Yeah.
Well, I think I saw the first one I saw. I think was 2017.
Yeah, that was the first one
Alright.
that got any sort of
Traction
view.
on
Yeah.
YouTube. Yeah. And you got something like 2,000, maybe 3,000 views quite quickly, and then
Yeah,
it just accelerated, didn't it?
It was mad, honestly. Yeah.
Okay, but your first video, you've left on there. You've left on your channel, so people can go back and watch it.
My very first video, yeah. I mean, I was very close at one point to completely getting rid of it, just out of sheer embarrassment. Just delete. I was deleting loads, and for some reason, I just said, no, I'll keep that one. Maybe in a few years I'll feel differently about it, and I do now. Although I disagree with almost everything I say in that video because it's about like camera tricks and stuff.
It is because and I was going to pick you up on that because you've done videos in the last year or two, that have done some camera tricks.
Definitely.
And shown people how you've done them and things, or may not have done.
Yeah, I wonder what my 15-year-old self would have thought of that.
Yeah, very good. So, guys, I saw Cav's video on YouTube, and it was a highlight video of the Blackpool Magicians Convention. So you got to see sort of his video vlog, if you like, of the weekend. Or the day. I think you only went for the day, didn't you?
Yeah, I only went for the day. Yeah, I've only
yeah.
ever been for a one day at a time. Yeah.
Have you really? You've never gone for the whole 4-day stretch?
Never for the 4. No, the
it's
whole
like
4
3
days.
days.
I
It's
might have
like
gone 2
Thursday,
days.
Friday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. So
Yeah, I want to one day. I want to definitely. Yeah.
he's shattered by the end of it.
How long do you go for, Neil? Do you go for a week either side of it?
Well, I don't tell Joe, but I go on the Wednesday. so I make sure that I'm there well ahead, and things, and I don't come back till Monday. I travel back. So. It's only a weekend thing. But I've stretched it, to include Wednesday now. So I travel over, I chill out, have some food in the evening somewhere, and then I'm there ready for Thursday. Yeah. It used to be that I would be there Thursday, ready for Friday. But they've brought into Thursday things like the auction and things like that. So, and you can pre-register and stuff like that. So it's like getting people in earlier. So
Tempting you in, yeah.
yeah. But that's it. That's Blackpool. But you're a magician. And a ruddy good one, as Hagrid would say. But you are, aren't you? You were a young magician back 6 years ago, and things. When did you start in magic? When did you start doing it?
I think I was about 12, 11 or 12,
Okay.
and that was just sort of messing around with whatever tricks I could come across.
Yeah.
And then it took me actually a long time. I imagine nowadays with stuff being much more accessible, that magicians sort of very easily get into the magic community, online and stuff. It's quite easy.
Do you remember
it took me ages, actually.
Do you remember your first ever trick?
Oh, my first ever trick was probably a Svengali deck, and I used it used it for quite a few years, actually.
There's fantastic effects you can do with that. So
in fact, I still use one to this day. It's weird, really.
yeah, very good. Okay, and you were on there from 2015. Your YouTube channel now is obviously, you've invested a lot of time and money, into keeping this going, you know, and things.
Yeah.
Is it working out how you'd hoped and things? Is it working out?
Yeah, it's working out far more than I could ever have hoped. I just started it as a hobby, really, and the fact that it's sort of developed into more than a hobby is just incredible. Yeah, I never expected anything from it, and you know, I'm fortunate enough to say that, you know, I have like an audience that I'm really sort of, you know, I'm proud of the little bubble that is sort of watching my videos.
Your channel itself, you were promoting different products through and things, you know, to try and sell and stuff. How old were you when you wrote your first book?
I genuinely, I don't know, but I was...
Is that Myriad?
Yeah.
Was it Myriad?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I was writing well before I was into magic. I was always writing as a kid. I always had a notebook with me. I was, you know, writing story after story. I still do to this day. I'm trying to get, you know, books published and stuff. That's always just been a constant hobby. So when I was interested in magic, I was like, well, I can write about some of the tricks that I know and some of the stuff that I've come up with. You know, because by that time I was coming up with, you know, little effects, and it just made sense. I'm always writing something, so juggling the two is very fun.
That's good. Don't lose that. You know, they always say from John and Mark, they always say to magicians, if you want to keep your effects secret, you know, put it in a book. Don't they?
Exactly,
they say that, you know, don't expose it anywhere else, but if you want to try and keep it, you know, at least a little bit protected, put it in a book, you know, so it's down on record that it's yours, and it's there in print, you know. So but most people won't find it because they can't be bothered with books, you know.
Exactly.
And to be fair, magicians are probably the only ones that are still actively, you know, there's very much a video, you know, magician, and there's still very much a book magician, you know, that will go through books. I sort of consider myself in both camps, weirdly. I'm very much like an advocate for learning from books. I think it's really helpful. But then I also think that probably the easiest way is, well, obviously the absolute easiest way is having someone right there with you, you know, explaining the trick. Yeah. But I think the next easiest way is through video. You know, if it's a visual trick, then, you know, definitely it's easier that way. But then often some of the really, really good secrets, you know, you find sort of in the middle of, you know, old dusty library books on magic. So I sort of love both for different reasons. You because you're writing, you create your own effects. Have you got one that you can share with us now? Are you all set? Am I dropping you in it?
No, I hopefully I'm set to do something. The only issue is I am on a laptop, so I will have to be lunging up and down with my computer, if that is okay. And also, this isn't really designed for video calls, so at some point I will be your hands, if it were, and imagine that you were here in the room. So we'll just shuffle.
I'm just going to turn the music down a bit so that it's more volume for you. Go on.
Excellent. Obviously, these are all different. It's not a Svengali deck, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. So once the deck is shuffled, I won't actually, Neil, I've already met you in person, so we'll go with a stranger. So John, what I want you to do for me is just think of any number. Don't tell me just yet, just think of any number between 1 and 52, so that it's somewhere in the deck. And then change your mind for me, please, to another number. Yeah. And then change your mind again, just to a completely different random number. And just by getting you to change your mind, it just switches things up, less predictable, because people often go for 25 as the first number, or the big nice numbers, multiples of 5 and 2 and whatever. So have you got a number for me?
Yeah.
All right, excellent. Before you tell me, I'm going to make a prediction. Now on this little screen, sort of difficult to see you, but I think I've got something. Am I happy with that? I've made a guess, but yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. Okay, I'm gonna stick with that number. Lean it down a little bit. It's just on this pad. That is locked in. I can't change what I've written. That's really, really important. The pen is over here. So, for the first time, what was the number that you just thought of?
The first, second, or third one?
The final number, the final decision that you thought of.
18.
18. I'm going to deal to the 18th card in this deck. Are you happy with the deck? Do you want me to shuffle a bit more before we do this? You're happy. So 18, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so I will actually slide the 18th card away, and the rest we can get rid of, because it does not matter. So, the 18th card. Before we turn it over, before we even look at it, I'm going to make my second prediction. Okay. And excuse my handwriting. Okay, I've written something. Whew, I'm a bit nervous. Hopefully this works. Now, I've locked in my prediction again. The pen is away. I can't change anything that's happened. You randomly said 18. If you were here in the room, you could have even shuffled. You could have changed your mind, whatever. Let's look at the card for the first time. 18, 2 of clubs. 18, 2 of clubs. And I made my prediction before. And I wrote down 18, 2 of clubs.
Bloody hell, fire. Well done.
And there we have a little trick.
Well done, Cavan. Very good. Very good.
Okay.
Yeah. Brilliant work.
Thank you very much. I love that one.
Very good.
Whenever I do these tricks, I always say, "Oh God, I hope I'm not being like, black-faced." And you get it
Excellent.
wrong.
Absolutely brilliant. Good job, Cavan. Good.
Thank you
Good
very
job.
much.
Look, talk to us a little bit about business. All right, okay. So what are the socials? So tell us the socials, and what we'll do in the description of the video, and again on YouTube, in the description we'll make sure that it's typed out and linked up for you. Tell people where they can find you.
Yeah, so the main place is YouTube, which is just, I think, youtube.com/Cavan Booth 1. So just my name, Cavan Booth, and 1, because I'm the first Cavan Booth. I don't know why there's a 1, but and then you can also, I'm on Instagram. That's CavGuyB, CavGuyB. People always think that it's like Cav Guy B because I'm trying to be cool, like, or Cav Dog, Cav Bro. That Guy is actually my middle name, so that's the reason for that.
That's all right. You mentioned earlier that you were packing up and posting off 200 decks of cards. So this is again
today,
one of the latest projects that you've been up to, which is that you've designed a pack of cards.
Yes, yeah. Well, a very talented designer called Ilya, who I think should not go unmentioned. He is the main sort of visual, artist. So you'll find him all over my YouTube channel, I'm sure, linked everywhere. Ilya Har, he's called, very talented. So myself and Ilya, we worked together on this deck of cards. I sort of had the idea for this deck. I looked at a bunch of different artists, and his really stood out. And I was looking around there because I don't have a dystopian deck on me, which is probably the first time ever. They're all packed away. So, but I'm sure you'll find images of it on my Instagram. It's plastered all over my Instagram.
Anything else coming up for you in the next 6 months or next year? Have you got something else planned that you can leak?
Yes, so I won't give too much away, but there are 2 more decks of cards coming this year for me, which is very, very exciting. We have been working tirelessly behind the scenes while all that's been going on. Yeah. On 2 other decks this year. So yeah.
Is that your plan? Is that something that you're going to try and develop? In a series
at the moment, it's
of,
something I really enjoy. It's surprisingly not very profitable. I'm sure people think it is very, but I am at the moment just doing it because I really, really enjoy it. So if it develops into something that becomes profitable or a business, or that would be great. That was obviously better than working for a living. But so we'll see what happens there.
All right. Let's wrap it up there, and we'll go to Mark for our pub quiz. All right. So if you haven't got a pen and a bit of paper, Cavan, go get some. All right. Here we go.
Switch off your phones. It's pub quiz time. Over to Mark.
Okay, over to you then, Mark.
Okay, then.
Find
Usual
find
format again. It'll be 10 questions, multiple choice answers. Make it a bit easier. And Cavan,
Okay.
tell you now, the guests normally have a good run on this, so they normally do pretty well.
Oh, no pressure then.
He's also an educated young chap, so that helps.
It does.
Yeah, you've got your A levels and your GCSEs, which is a bonus. So
This is setting me up to fail this.
well,
Pressure's on.
we're pretty poor at this, so don't worry.
Nothing too taxing.
Okay, Mark, over to you.
Right, okay, we'll crack on then now. Question 1.
Yeah.
What do sumo wrestlers throw into a ring before a match? Is it rice, chalk, salt, or dust? Number 2. Which is the largest bone in the human body?
Okay.
The skull, the femur, the tibia, or the humerus?
Okay. Should be relatively easy, that. Number 3.
Number 3. Which country has the most islands in the world? Is it Sweden, Indonesia, Japan, or Canada?
Okay.
Number 4. How much money in total is there in a game of Monopoly?
How much money is there in total in the
Total.
box?
Yes.
In a game?
In a
Wow,
game.
what a question.
Before you
I've never thought about this.
Before you dish the money out to each person, how much is it to start with?
How much is there in the box? Go on, have we got some options?
Yes, we have it.
Good.
So, we've got 12,550 pounds. Is it 14,250 pounds? Is it 15,650 pounds? Or 17,250 pounds?
Goodness me.
Total guess.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yep. Number 5.
Yeah.
What was the name of the first man in space? Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong, Yuri Gagarin, or Christian McConaughey?
I thought it was Trunk Monkey.
Could you repeat the names for me, please? So this is the first man in space.
First man in space.
Yeah.
Yep. Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong, Yuri Gagarin, or Christian McConaughey? To number 6.
Yep.
Which island includes a bunch of bananas on its national flag? Fiji, Philippines, Guam, or the Bahamas? Number 7.
Yep.
What country does Easter Island belong to?
Ooh. I should know this.
Ecuador, Peru, Argentina, or Chile? Number 8.
Oh dear.
Another random number one for you. How many windows are in the White House? The 126, 147, 189, or 214?
What were the first two options again? Sorry.
126, or 147?
Okay.
Number 9. What animal has the highest blood pressure? Is it a hippo, a dog, giraffe, or a whale? Final one, number 10. Who is on the back of the current £10 note? Got a money man, Neil. Is it Emily Bronte, Marie Curie, Jane Austen, or Florence Nightingale?
I like that. You're the money man, Neil.
Money.
I've had a bit of a spending spree this past week. Okay, let's run down through them then. Sue, if you're still in the chat, feel free to pop your answers in if you want, or just put A, B, C, or D, and we'll see how you did. Okie doke. Go on then, Mark.
Answers. Number 1, the Sumos.
I think it's salt.
Oh, I think it's chalk. Chalk makes more sense, but I don't know if I'm getting mixed up. Like,
that's weightlifting, isn't it?
yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I think there's something about.
I'm not sure. Yeah, they don't need grip in sumo, do they? As much.
No.
It is salt.
Ah, I knew as soon as I wrote it, I was on the wrong sport there.
That would be C. Anybody who...
Very good, very good. How did you do on that one, John?
I put chalk. Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder why it's salt. What, is there a reason for that, or tradition, or
It must.
does it have
Yeah,
a purpose?
it's
I
like
think it's
there must be some reason for it.
to do with some spirits, evil spirits or something.
Yeah. It's not chalk, and it's not. Yeah.
They were very. They were hardcore with the Japanese back in the day, because you know what they called those samurais. They would put perfume in their helmets before they went into battle, because if they did lose a battle, they were going to get the head chopped off. But they were anticipating getting the head chopped off, and they didn't want the head to smell bad, so they put
really?
They put perfume in the helmets before they went into battle, just in case they had the head chopped off, because they didn't want their head to be stinky.
Sorry, John, did you put chalk and not salt?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's great. Question number 2.
Thanks for that, Neil. We're behind time or something.
Oh dear, funny.
Can't distract us with these facts.
Yeah, I love the fact that you've just come in with like this mind-blowing little piece of history, but you still put chalk. Right, moving on. Number 2. I won the question.
Who's bothered?
Number 2, the largest bone is the femur.
Yeah, it's the femur. Yeah. Easy one. Okay. Question number 3.
The islands. Most islands in the world.
Oh. I went for one that I thought was least likely. I went for Japan, because I think Japan is quite a small country, so I think that's why it's a surprising fact. I think they might have a lot of little islands. Yeah.
I think you might be surprised with this one. It's Sweden.
Is it Sweden? Oh,
really?
My logic was flawed.
Yeah. Apparently, I reckon.
I put Canada because I just thought there'd be all that stuff above Canada that they probably own. You know.
I don't know how big an island has to be, but I reckon there's over 200,000.
200,000.
220.
They're counting pebbles there. That's
Pebbles.
Someone got very confused. They went to a stony beach and thought, "Blimey, I've never seen so many islands. Look at this. Count them quick."
Go on, number 4.
Number 4, Monopoly, the money.
Yeah.
Oh,
Guess what it is? 15,650.
I put C.
Yes.
Is that correct?
C, yes.
Oh, cool.
Yes, because it was 12, 14, 15, and then the 17.
Right up. Yeah.
Well done, John.
Right. Number 5, the first man in space.
Yuri Gagarin.
Yeah.
Oh, get
I put C again.
Yes.
Oh, so sound.
You again.
it. John, are you just putting down C for the law of averages?
No. I wrote down chalk, I wrote down FEMA, I wrote down Japan, and then I put C.
Couldn't be bothered.
Okay.
And now I'm back onto words again. I've not crossed anything out.
Number 6.
The bananas on the flag.
It's got to be Bahamas.
No, it's Fiji.
Fiji? Yes,
Oh.
Fiji.
Yeah.
Goodness me. Is that where the blue sticker that you see on bananas? It probably is, you know. Is it Fiji that it comes on all the bananas? Could be. Yeah, alright.
Number 7,
Mm-hmm.
Easter Island.
Wouldn't like to
I
say.
put Peru.
I guessed Peru.
I went with Argentina.
Chile.
Yeah.
All wrong. Oh.
Chile. Okay.
Know that.
The White House windows, number 8.
Total guess.
All these options are so low.
Yeah.
I was thinking you were going to say 500.
Yeah, I was expecting a big number as well. I surprised myself. It was 147.
Oh, I got it right by pure chance.
Snooker maximum.
This ain't looking good.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Giving up already.
Yeah. Go on.
Number 9.
Yeah.
Blood. Animal with blood pressure.
Well, they all seem pretty slow, don't they? Apart from the dog.
I think it's a giraffe.
It is a giraffe.
Is it? Oh, the whale.
Pump it up
Because
to
of the
it.
long neck.
Got to pump it all the way up there, yeah.
Oh,
Because of the long. Of course it is.
I just thought, I don't know, whale. They're big. They've got to go deep underwater. I don't know what my logic was.
Final one. The £10 note.
Is Jane Austen.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Very
So you are the money man, Neil.
He is. He knows his money.
You were trying to shake that one off, weren't you?
There we go. Right.
Right, so are we all looking?
1, 2, 3.
It's not good.
Oh, 50%. 5 out of 10.
I can't see it.
5 out of 10, Cav.
Well,
Yeah.
5's enough, Cav. 5 takes it this week again. Keep up
Oh.
the good streak
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, that's it. Well done. Well done.
every week. Next week.
John, wrap us up on some quick fire questions for us.
Okay, I have to pick this back up again. I forgot what questions were. Oh god, it's all sort of fanned out and I've lost the page now.
Just while you're doing that, Sue in the chat has just put, great quiz, Mark, great quiz. Got 8.
You did well this week, then, yeah?
8 out of 10.
Have
Goodness me, well done, Sue. Yeah,
you
well
been a
done.
good 10 this week?
Goodness me, we'll have to, yeah. Sue often beats us, Cav. It's not, yeah. Mind you, it's not hard, really, is it?
You can't really if you sat with your laptop in your hand and you're googling the answers. So
Ah, it could
Oh, yes, exactly.
we couldn't see your hands.
Excellent. Okay, John. What's your thoughts this week? What have we got?
Cool. Okay. How much time have we got, Neil? Should we do one question, shall we?
We've probably got 5-10 minutes.
Right, we'll do.
Oh no, no, we're okay. We're okay for 10 minutes, I think. Yeah, go on.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right then. So, first little question is, do you remember who your earliest celebrity crush was?
Oh. Yeah.
Like supporting stories to go with it.
How far back do we need to go? Like childhood, or more sort of teenager type, 20-somethings.
Your first celebrity crush is your first celebrity crush, isn't it?
I think to be fair, she was in the papers this week. I think it was this week or last week. Jennifer Lopez for me.
Oh really? Oh
Yeah.
God, yeah, you aiming high there, aren't you?
I am punching above my weight, as they say. Yeah. I had every album of hers, and it was yeah.
You're sort of drifting off into another world now, aren't you?
Just trying to remember what it was, but obviously she was a very pretty lass, in a sense, but her music was very emotional, and things, and you could kind of get a story of her life, through the music and stuff. So yeah, I liked it when she did a bit of Latino, kind of Spanish or something. So when she'd kind of go off the English language and start singing in a foreign language, it used to, I used to like that.
Neil could keep. It's like we just wound you up, isn't it? It's like jello.
Yes. Yeah. I am a very much a fanboy. Yes.
Oh, cool.
I think mine would probably be around the sort of Neighbours era. It'd probably be Kylie Minogue, which would probably still be going to this day.
Do you still like the music? She's bringing out new albums and things, isn't she?
Some of it's not so bad, is it?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, but she's still.
She's a cutie as well, isn't she? Yeah. Go on, Cavan.
I mean, I really don't know. I was trying to think. I mean, for me, obviously, my long ago was when I was very, very young. So, I mean, the one that did jump into my head was there was a Blue Peter presenter called Helen Skelton, I think.
Yes.
And I seem to remember when I was younger, sort of. Yeah, I think probably her. Yeah.
That was the reason for watching Blue Peter.
Yeah, I think
that was very much the reason.
I think I did specifically tune in because I had sort of, I don't know if it was a crush of sorts, not at that age, but just yeah.
But if we're going to crushes and things, there was a very, very good looking PE teacher that used to wear very short, netball skirts all the time, which all the boys,
skirts.
All the boys,
Constantly just teasing you by just flapping up a little bit.
It was just as young lads, it was terrible. In a school environment, in this quite nice, I remember her name, but I won't share it.
But you do remember her name?
I remember her name. Goodness me. Yes.
Brilliant.
There you go. Mark, yours was Kylie. What was yours, John?
Yeah, well, I wasn't that fussed for girls, me, when I was a kid.
It was bikes for you.
It was all bikes, skateboards, setting fire to things, climbing trees. It was all like just playing out and friends. I wasn't one about girls. Girls smell. Girls are moody. Rubbish.
Yeah.
Not good fun at all. Can't play football. The shit. Right. Anyway, so when I approached my early teens, probably about 14 or so, my next door neighbour, he sort of said, "Oh, me my granddaughter, she's coming to the Alhambra Theatre to do a show. Let's go down and meet her. So we went and watched this show, and then afterwards went backstage, and we met Samantha Janus, right? And
she was a cutie.
yeah, I looked at her and thought, hell, you're all right, aren't you? and we had these. It's really, it makes me shit itch to this day. We had a photograph taken where we were just looking into each other's eyes, right? Noses that far apart. Brilliant photograph. But it was a double exposure. The film had already been used before.
Yeah.
What a... Ugh. Anyway. No, yeah, so after that...
Anything on telly, whenever she was on telly, you were there.
We went and stopped not in her house, but
she was
in the
quite...
family house in France, and there was just pictures of her everywhere.
Wow.
And the really good one was when she was about 16, and by the time I got to this house, I was about 16. But when she was about 16, she had these like beads in. But we were effectively in her private home. So we were seeing photographs of her when she was, in a family setting. And I remember thinking, bloody hell, mustard. Yeah.
Very good. Let's let me just do this and that. Let's go on to our next question, John. What's our final question? Is this a quick one?
So I'll ask it and then I'll answer it. Yeah, it might help you. Okay. So, give us a situation where you were really embarrassed and you just wanted the ground to open up and swallow you up just to get you away from there. So I remember having a little bit of a stinker. When I was about 20 years old, I had a bit of a stinking day. I was fed up, a bit of insomnia, so I went out on my motorbike at about 1 in the morning or so, and I was just on the back wheel. Everywhere I went, just on the back wheel, it was fabulous. It was a glorious night. It must have been about 10 degrees in the middle of summer, 1 o'clock in the morning, not another motor on the road. And then, and I was really happy with myself. Oh, this is brilliant. I'm in a good mood now. It's great. And I went through the middle of town, and there was some construction site going on. Anyways, I went down next to this site, popped a wheelie, and I got my bloody handlebar caught in the site fencing. I was going down a pathway at the time. On my back wheel, got my handlebar caught, and it spun me round and threw me into this fence. And I was laid there windy thinking, oh fuck, that didn't go to plan. As I was trying to get my breath
for you. Yeah.
As I was trying to get my breath back, there was 3 or 4 lads and 3 or 4 lasses just sort of walked past me and laughed at me.
That wasn't a laughing moment, but yeah, I can kind of see the humour of it. But you would have just thought rubbish.
Well, it was worse because I couldn't even start my bike afterwards. My bike had broken down.
Oh, yeah.
So I was in town at 2:30, 3 in the morning. My bike wouldn't go. I didn't have a mobile.
Yeah.
To be fair, if you sat in a car and somebody's at the side of you and they do that, that's what you're hoping for, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's hoping they're going to come off, aren't you?
Oh man.
Go on then. Okay, Mark, what's your thoughts?
Fairly quick one then. We had a sort of a house party. We had some friends come back and some people we knew came back, and we were just playing games and playing cards. There's some people and a couple of people I didn't really know, so we were playing cards. And then I just turned up to one of his friends and I just said, would he like to play? And this he turned around and went, I'm actually a she. It was a girl, and I just thought it was a boy, and I was like,
swallow me up, yeah. Like
second-hand embarrassment. Oh no!
It was a fairly small table, so it was just like There were no hiding at all.
No.
No.
Oh shit!
Okay. Oh, John.
Swift exit, I think.
Yeah, drop that in again. Right, Cavan, what's your thoughts?
Well, I've had a couple. The ones I'm thinking of are magic related. My first magic gig I've made a whole video on. That was full of moments like that. I was doing a peering glass of milk, and it had to be in my back pocket in order for it to appear. And it spilt, as of course it would, because that's a stupid thing to do. And so I was covered in milk. Yeah, it was just starting to smell. It was awful. One more recent one though was I think it was like one of the last gigs before lockdown, before everything stopped. I had a sort of changing room where I could prepare props, whatever, go back if I needed to set a trick or whatever.
Yeah.
And I go back, set a trick, and on the way out, I can't get out. Someone has locked me into my own changing room, clearly thinking no one's there. It's just behind this curtain backstage sort of thing.
Excellent. So
and
you've turned
I'm
up for
being
a gig and
paid
you're
by
locked.
the hour to perform.
The disappearing magician.
Let me out.
You're like, hello, like I'm in here, and the lights are on a timer, so that you have to move in order for them to, stay on. And obviously, I'm just by the door. They keep going off, having to go into the middle of the room and wave for them to come back on. And I think it was sort of about 5 or 10 minutes, which feels a long time when they're constantly in darkness. And then I come out, and the person that hired me was like, "Where have you been? You're meant to be performing. Go and do your job." I was like, "I was stuck. I can't do it." So that was bad. Having to reappear,
Yeah. Very good, very good. I think we've touched on like embarrassing stories and things in the past, and I don't embarrass easily, or at least I don't think I do. I put, I'm quite brave.
Shall I give you a prompt, Neil? Or have you got one in mind?
No, I haven't. I ain't got one in mind. I can't think.
What about in the days of 4 before when your motor wouldn't start?
Oh, yeah, that was bad. Oh dear. It was right. My mate Terry had put on a engine cutout onto our car. It's a little red valve thing that cuts the fuel line, right? But that's the kind of the punchline really. I forgot to turn that on, to allow fuel to go through. I had mechanics. I had about 3 blokes underneath the bonnet trying to work out why the car wouldn't start. I'd walked away from the car, to go and deal with something else, and just left them to it. They're all scratching their heads going, "Can't work this out, Neil, your car's knacked for the day, you ain't going anywhere, sunshine," and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, I had no clue. Terry walks over, puts his hand underneath the dashboard and goes, "Try it now, gents, try it now," like this. And they tried, they tried it or whatever, and sure enough, it all fires up. And he goes, "Neil, yeah, you blimmin' idiot, your fuel line was off, Oh, that's bad." So anyway, go through the whole trial, the whole race day, the 4x4 day. And at the very end of the thing, they award, the people that came first, second and third and things. And I've never won a thing. I've never won a thing in my life. Right? I don't, I was never into sports, or anything like that. So I don't have I don't even have a little trophy from school days. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not something that I have, until that day when they awarded me the Dipstick of the Month award, right? And it's a wooden plinth, and it's a dipstick, from an oil dipstick or whatever on the plinth, and it's all been plaqued up. And normally you take it away for the month and you bring it back the following month, all right? So you've got a story to share for a month, and then you bring it back the following month, and whoever does something stupid gets the Dipstick of the Month award. But that day was my final day. It was going to be my final race day, my final sort of, competitive sort of day. And they said, "Neil, keep it, because you've done so much for the club. It's yours. I've got it in a box somewhere. It's the Dipstick of the Month award." Now, because I'd taken that, they had to replace, their monthly, sort of, plank of the week, or whatever it is, plank of the month, but they were trying to think up something for the replacement. So what they came up with was King's Spanner of the month. And there's a brand of spanners called King's Spanners, or Kings, and they've put a wooden plinth, welded a spanner to the top of it or whatever, and that was it. So they replaced it with the King's Spanner of the month. But it's the only award I've got, but I'll take it. Dipstick of the month. There you go. Right, let's wrap it up. Cheers for that. Cheers, John. Cheers. Cavan, did you share? Yeah, you did share one. Yeah. Let's crack on. Here we go.
Right, boys. Haven't you got homes to go to?
Excellent. Let's wrap it up there then, guys. It's been a good one. Thank you, Cavan, for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Really had a good time.
Good. And come back again. Give it a few months. Tell us maybe next time you've got another deck due out or something like that.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So
and I'll have it with me this time as well.
That'll be good. Okay, cool. If you want to find out what Cavan's up to, go and find him on his Instagram and find him on his YouTube channel, and just type in Cavan Booth, you'll find it. And we'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much. Don't forget, hit the follow button if you're on Twitch, and if you're in the YouTube world, hit the subscribe button. Both of those will give you reminders that we're back online, so do that for us. That'll be grand. And we're getting closer to our affiliate stage on Twitch, so we're only a few off, I think. And then that little pint glass that's there is being demonstrated throughout the episode. That will be a actual live thing that people can drop some bits in. So that'd be cool. But we're gradually getting there. Bought some new kit this week. I've built new cameras and new bits and stuff. So I'm trying it all out and seeing if it all works. Cool. Thanks so much, guys. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, Jen, for popping in, and Sue and Big Screen Quiz for popping in and saying hi in the chat. And we'll catch up with you next time. Cheers.
Cool.